What's going on, Fifth Fam? I thought I would show you a high overview of what I'm doing next in my creative endeavors, and that is creating AI ads. So basically, with AI, you can actually develop a script and everything. But I had a concept idea that I've already done, and I thought, ah, why not give it a try and convert it into an AI type thing and make it a little bit more cinematic? So this was probably back in 2023. I'm going to show you a video and talk you through it. So, what this was is I was in the process. This was one of the first podcasts I did. And a buddy of
Are you
mine
dead tired and need a
and
ride?
we went
Are
out
you at your
and
last wit's
they want to
end?
act. I want to
Do you
be a
feel like you're
filmmaker.
doggone done?
So we came up with the script and it
What you
was,
need
are
is a
you
doober,
tired?
the
Do you
death
need
Uber.
rest?
We'll take you
Well,
to your
what you
final
need is a
resting
doober.
place. We'll give you peace and quiet while you relax on the journey. Give us a call. We'll take care of you one last time.
Now he owns this hearse. He does a lot of haunted
Doober,
house type stuff.
the death Uber.
Obviously, you can see the reflection. Uber, the death Uber. So that was the concept idea. And what I thought was, why not try to recreate this in the AI spectrum of creating? Now, obviously, this is kind of cheesy, but I want to show you how they did it because you can do it so much better.
Feet hurt, eyes heavy. Just want to get where you're going. One tap. We're already on our way. Your driver has been waiting a long time. No surge pricing, no small talk. Just you and the road and the quiet you've been asking for. You have arrived. Doober, the death Uber.
We'll take you to your final resting place. We'll take care of you. One last time.
Long day.
So just to tell you, 99% of that was all done with AI. And I'm going to walk you through what I did to actually develop this. First, let me show you the conversation I had with Claude. And right here, I said, I want to create a spoof. It's called a Doober, it's the Death Uber. And I took the script of what I've already created, which was just a few lines, and had it do an analysis and tell me exactly, how to recreate this, how do we make it better. And so it did the thought process, and it basically, the spec spot told me everything that I was doing wrong. How could it fix it? I mean, it did the whole thing. And then the next spot was, I was trying to correct certain things within the shot list. And so you basically, when you're in pre-production, you come out with what's the idea, and then you look at this over a little bit. The lines. So this was telling me this is why it didn't work. This is how you fix it. So like, I'm dead tired. I'm doggone. I'm doggone done. So it was just kind of play on words, but it said it was just too much on the nose, which is, if you think a lot of movies, sometimes they're just too much on the nose. So I went through and had it scrub it, rewrite it. It created a log line, the whole 9 yards of what I'm trying to do, and then we went to the beat sheet. This is what the hook is going to be. This is what the escalation is going to be, and it just went through. Now this is Claude. It's AI. AI. You can do this in any program: Chat, Claude, Gemini, and then it storyboarded it for me. Now the key thing for me is I need prompts. I need prompts so I can just copy and paste them in, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So it gave me a prompt of what the first scene was, right? Each shot one, shot two, I think I had like 17, 16 shots. went through and gave me the prompts for every single scene. And then what I had to do, so the workflow is you get your prompts, you create the image, and I'll show you that here. So with the images, I took it into Kling. Now, this image I got stock photography. I got that. I have a membership with Envato. Envato, if you've never heard of it, has all these clips and graphics, and a lot of the content that I get is based on Envato, and that's this type of thing. So you have Envato, just to give you a quick overview. Photos, you have all these models. When you have a membership, you can get the licensing. You can do whatever you want. And these are, I mean, this is my cast, right? So that's part of it. The other part of it was this gentleman. I actually know his name's Harold. He was in my first video. We've been friends. We used to work together. And I said, hey, can I utilize an image of you and make this commercial? And he goes, oh, yeah. So he gave me an image. And this is AI. AI took this and dressed him up. And then the hearse, this is an image of a hearse that he gave me. And so I loaded up an AI and said, give me a shot. There's Seattle. And then there's our first image right here. So we have her coming out of the hospital. These are just stagnant photos that AI created. And then what you do is once you get each shot of the photo, like this one, these didn't work out. I wasn't able to use that. This worked. I mean, that was convenient. And then we went through, and then this is the key. So you notice how she looks the same here, but she kind of looks different, and then she definitely looks different here. So it's the key is you have to have AI write you a character Bible. What is the woman going to look like in every scene? This one I put like cinematic, and I wanted orange and teal, and it gave me a variety of different. So definitely AI is not 100% there, but you still have to massage it, reiterate it. So we went through, I went through and I went, and each shot gave me a shot list of an image I need to create. So in this particular scene, it was her waiting for the car to drive up. Well, the car's behind her. That doesn't make any sense, but it was a good image. So I could still utilize it, this one too. And then I did a test. This is called Kling.ai. And I also have Cray, Cray.ai. And then with Cray, you go through and you would upload the image. And this one came out perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. But part of that is your prompting, right? So let me see. I guess you can't see the prompt if I use a parameter. So here's the prompt, right? This is directly from AI. This is what we were just looking at. All I did was I copied and paste the negative prompt, what we don't want, what we want. That was it. That was the whole 9 yards here. So as you're putting it in and you're developing just like a 5 to 3 second clip, right? So if I play this, it actually added music to it, which is kind of funny. And that's it. That's the whole clip. So then it's like playing with Legos. You get all your pieces together and then you start putting them in together. Now, after I did that, I tested Clean. Clean, I think, there's one of the copies of Mimi. She's walking, supposed to be walking out from the garage, but she's walking in the garage, and it's a totally different person. It doesn't look like the person I uploaded. So that came out. This was nice, but the direction that the car was pulling up wasn't the right direction. So what I did in the video is I just flipped it, made it work. So it was like some shots worked, some shots didn't. This one, different person, different hair. The driver doesn't look like my buddy Harold, so I couldn't use that. I wanted the old-fashioned door locks, and yeah, this is what it gave me. This one doesn't even click. So that was that. I think in this one we had like, where did this lady come from? She was not part of it. Now here's an interesting thing. This door lock, I don't know if this is real. If there's such a thing as a door lock like this, but I was like, oh, that's unusual. So I just wanted it to lock. Now, in this situation, it looks like it's unlocking. Like in my mind, if I was gonna unlock it, I would pull it down, right? Because if the mechanism, I'm going a little nerd here, if it goes pushes up, things popping up and unlocks. You push it down, it locks. Anyways, I reversed that in video. He's he's driving on the wrong side, or like I don't know. So I flipped that in video. I don't know where she came from. Like this is AI for you. Like this was not usable at all. Now look how he's driving. The steering wheel is on the right side, but he's driving like this. Ridiculous. So it's some of the things that are just hilarious. This made no sense to me. I'm like, how did it arrive? So he's going forward. She's facing him. This was supposed to be an over the shoulder shot from her perspective, not from his. So I mean, it understood the over the shoulder shot. So it's things like this that you're gonna. This is the shot I can do. That means so. Part of this was to show the car, but not show that it's actually a hearse, right? Different lady, doesn't work. Looks realistic, right? I mean, from a real movie. I mean, it's really insane. This blown out. It's raining. Little continuity issue because I had it so it stopped raining. She was getting there. There's the walk. You know, this actually worked. This is then we started after seeing like here after seeing what AI actually created, then you get to pick and choose and kind of start to refine. Then I went down this rabbit hole. I needed a logo. And I think I did another site. Something came out with this logo, and I'm like, I'll just use that. So I had the logo created in Google Flow. That's all it did. Just put this in there. I was like, okay, that works. Like I was trying to do this. This was done in one night. Like I didn't work, maybe worked 3, 4 hours on it, and that was it. It made a phone app for me. I took in Sharon. That was the guy's name. I changed that. I went into Photoshop or any kind of photo app. I cleared that out. I put Harold. I cleared this out and then put the rating system. Now the rating system in the film wasn't the best, right? It didn't match the style of what I wanted. But I'm going to show you the actual edit and what that looks like. This is what the timeline looks like. This is in DaVinci Resolve. There's a free version that you can download and put in your clips. And all I did was I added music, the voice, 11 Labs. Also used 11 Labs. So 11 Labs, now 11 Labs is, you can have a free account, and that's exactly what I used. And you put in your text in here in this box, and then you choose the actress, and this was the actress I chose. And I thought, let's see what, like I wasn't looking for perfection right now. I was just looking for a concept. What can I do? What would sound good? And then I downloaded the voice, and then you put it in DaVinci Resolve. And here you have the original. So these are the tracks. So I have the original track of audio. It was right here, which I was originally going to mute, but I thought, oh, AI created it. It sounds okay. It worked. And then we have the voiceover. So if I had just the voiceover.
Feet hurt, eyes heavy. Just want to get where you're going. One tap. We're already on our way.
So I just kind of sequenced it, cut it up, put it where I wanted. It was a long line, long audio, and I just chopped it up, put it in certain places. And then in the end, I lowered the pitch.
We'll take care of you. One last time.
And then this app, this was created with AI. Now you notice how I had rate the drive, and then or was it rate my drive, and then I had the stars underneath, and I did all that in Photoshop. I just added the stars, but then AI just decided just to cover it up. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't care. And then this was his name, and then in AI I had him tip his hat because I thought that'd be funny. So this is a fast, high overview of kind of the steps I went through in creating. You always have to start with a prompt, the style, the shot, and then work your way to creating the image, and then in the image, then move it over to AI to generate a clip. And that's all it is. And that's all a movie is. It's a movie. If you watch a movie, you're going to notice a lot of the scenes are 2 to 3 seconds. And, you'll have a establishing scene, which could be 4 seconds or 5, unless you're watching like a one shot, one take. But most films are going to be chopped up into tiny, tiny pieces, and all they're doing is assembling it to make it make sense. So that is the high overview of what you can do with AI and utilizing it. And then some of this other music stuff, you can get free music from anywhere. I have a membership to Envato. That's where I got the music. But like YouTube has free music. If you just Google any type of uh, licensing free type music, there's a ton of sites out there. This last part is basically, this is After Effects, and you do have to have obviously Adobe license to get this done. It's heavy rendering, but all I did was I put in the logo in there. This is a template that I got from Envato, but I thought it was cool, different, and added it in there. So that is it. There you go. A quick overview. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help. And if you need links and all that, let's rock and roll. So this is my devotion on trying to be creative, trying to open the door, because this is the stuff that I love. And unless you're working for a production house and have years of experience or have your foot in the door, it's hard to get a job in this. All right. I'll see you in the next episode.